Hey, this is Benjamin showing Excel Chapter 2, and this is Part 2. Um, you can honestly, truly play with Excel just like you do with Microsoft Word, as in the ways you can make things bold or make things bold or make things unbold, as you can see here, or you can italicize and you can underline. Another cool thing is because you can select the ranges in Excel, like you see here, you can add page borders, and you can add a border all around the entire. You can add a border all around the entire thing, or you can specify maybe just this section gets the border, and now you can actually go down to more borders and actually truly play with the style. So now you have things standing out, you have things placed a certain way, you kind of have things reconstructed to your liking to if you want to make things stand out. So now you have the title this way, you have the information here, everything at your disposal. Another thing that you can also do is you can center, and you can, let's take these words for example. You can play with them just like anything else. You can center them and justify or left align. You have that kind of control. And most of this is just generally on your ribbon. Just like in most cases, all the more useful or more of the easy to use things are on your ribbon. Also, I remember showing you this in another video, but you can use the grid lines. So when you're ready to print, maybe you don't want to print with the grid lines and you just want it to stand out on its own, or you want to print. And these are options here. I'm sorry. These are viewable options while you're making the Excel, but you can also check the print button under the grid line. So now when you're printing, the grid lines come out. So maybe you have a business sale, or maybe your boss is taking a tally, and you just have this information right in front of you that is honestly is really unbeatable. And a lot of people don't know this information because they choose not to check. Another thing is you can trace, and that's a big thing, because let me highlight this bar. I want to trace the precedence. See what happened? I could trace precedence in the formulas ribbon, and it traced my steps of how I got this answer. Well, that's great, because now what happens if I don't know how I got there, or maybe my boss or somebody wants to see, how did I get this? Like, how was this established? Well, besides for reading the formula bar, where you can see that the arguments of B10 to D10 are what's being argued, you can retrace the steps and show them, well, this is this is what I have here. And you can, that's very big, because not only can you show them that you can do the work, but you show them that you can show them that you can prove it, that yes, I did this, and yes, this is where everything has happened, and this is where everything started from, and you can backtrack as far as you want depending on the information. Again, trace precedence. Now with trace dependence, that's a little different, but because that's going forward. So let's say you had these same numbers, and again, if you want to take them off, you can remove the arrows. It's right, they're all, you know what I'm saying? This is so simple but so many people don't know it, that you got to use it to your advantage to be powerful.